corrective action. In short, our warfighters are not properly benefiting from the billions of dollars being invested into SBIR mills. Additionally, companies linked to our adversaries funnel taxpayer-funded intellectual property into communist China and beyond. I have been crystal clear that I cannot support a one-year clean extension of the SBIR STTR programs unless meaningful reforms are included to ensure every dollar serves America's investments. In just 2023 and 2024, we know 835 applications for SBIR STTR funding were flagged for foreign risks. 835. Yet, only 303 of those applications were denied. Even worse, a lack of foreign due diligence standards across government has opened the door for exploitation. Some agencies denied 100% of those flagged applications, while other agencies denied less than 1% of those flagged applications. When I shared my report with the Pentagon, they agreed that there are significant threats to our national security that must be spending to unproductive firms and implementing urgent safeguards to protect technology from our adversaries. That's why my amendment to H.R. 5100 would provide a 30-day extension of the SBIR and STTR programs with necessary reforms. Simply, this measure would, number one, root out waste and prioritize our truly small businesses by establishing a reasonable lifetime limit on SBIR funding, which would affect only 0.2% of participants in the program. And two, counter Chinese espionage by standardizing the foreign risk definition across our federal agencies. It's common sense, folks. We shouldn't be serving as a subsidy for Beijing when we are unleashing the golden age of America. But that risk is real and present today. And additional taxpayer dollars cannot go out the door unless we secure this program now. Our country cannot and should not delay these reforms any longer. If my colleagues truly oppose even basic safeguards, then this SBIR set-aside charade should end. And taxpayer dollars should be restored to the agency's R&D budgets where they will better serve our warfighters and strengthen our nation's competitiveness. Instead of recklessly extending the status quo for another year, these set-aside dollars would simply be returned to each agency. and are truly small businesses, I cannot let the status quo continue. Therefore, I ask that the consent be modified and the Ernst substitute amendment at the desk be considered and agreed to, the bill as amended be considered read a third time and passed, and that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Is there objection to the modification?
To object.
Senator from Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to oppose the substitute amendment offered by the senator from Iowa. The SBIR and STTR programs expire at midnight tonight, separate from everything else that's going on here in the Senate today. The only bipartisan option to avoid the program ending is to pass H.R. 5100, as passed by the House of Representatives already. It's before us. The Republican chairmen in the House have already passed it over to us. And as I said previously, we all have changes to the program we'd like to enact. And that's just going to take time. And address the senator from Iowa's concerns, along with other reforms that other senators and House members would like to make. So I object to this amendment because it guarantees a lapse, and because it would, one, punish successful, innovative small businesses, two, force small businesses to avoid pursuing the riskier, more cutting-edge ideas that keep American